A lot of times I've done a lot of microderm with the chemical peel, and that is awesome. But you just really need to watch the skin. I've done microderm with, or chemical peel with microderm and ultrasound. So it's pretty cool if you can combine and customize. You just have to wait to watch and see what the skin's telling you. And eventually we'll get there on her. I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse. Usually advanced treatments, have your client, they'll book ahead of time, right? Because you'll be talking about them. But have your clients not wear makeup, because usually if they come in without makeup on, you can cleanse once real good, and that's enough. You don't want to spend. It's not a pampering facial as such. It's just it's more getting down to business. Okay, because you can change them so much. You can make them really intense. You can add to them and things like that, or you can just make them really quick and but effective, right? Cleansers back here. Yes. Did you put 2 cleansers?
Yeah. I was normally do a pre-cleanse and then a cleanse, but yeah,
Do you want my
these
hair
are the
done?
cleansers.
This one is not pre
My hair holder.
No, it's both
Okay.
just the clarifying.
Just clarifying. Okay.
I was like, your hair dough.
My hair dill.
Guys,
Dill.
when you're getting
I can't with your freaking.
when you're getting products, state board, you can take your product, put it in a cup, one of those little portion cups, or you can have it in a squirt bottle and just put it in your hand. But when you get your product, then you get rid of the container. Don't set it back on your station, you're done with it. If you have one of those little portion cups, then you need something like this to go in and take it out, put it in your hand, get rid of this, get rid of the portion cup, and you're done with that. Just don't put things back on the station. The station's been disinfected, and you don't have to disinfect between, but it's been cleaned, so you can't put stuff back. Okay? Woo! Sorry. When you start really working on building your business, guys, you're going to want to, especially on female clients, everything you do to their face, do to their décolleté, but advanced treatments, she doesn't need microderm on her décolleté. I don't do any electrotherapy on the neck at all. Nothing. I don't do ultrasound. I don't do anything. Some people do, but I don't. There's so much going on in there that you really need to be careful. Watch it now. You are dehydrated. The fun thing about advanced is you've gotten to the level that you can make it your own, but you still have to be effective. You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's not important anymore. What's important is getting that skin clean and being ready for the treatment. And I see so many people going down. Can't go down, guys. Have to pull that skin up all the time. Even up around the eyes, up, 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 up. Okay, so when you're thinking of advanced treatments, always have your Woods lamp, unless you've had a chance to put them in the skin scanner, but always have a Woods lamp handy, because you can talk to them and tell them what you see and discuss plans and stuff. But if you have a Woods lamp and you can show them, get a mirror too. Can somebody bring me a mirror? I'm telling you, that really helps to help them understand, and then to let them know that you know what's going on.
And I was like, maybe I'll see that.
Cleansers are so concentrated. At State Board, when you do your cleansing step, you might consider, did y'all get a little bit of the, photo cleanser, the white cleanser? That's really a good cleanser because it's really creamy, but you don't have to use water to take it off. So you don't have to have, at State Board, you don't have to mess with this anymore. We've got everything figured out to where you don't even have to do the air pops in. So much easier.
That's nice.
And it's so, yeah, it's so basic anyway, but, that cleanser is so creamy, you can, remove it all with, just 4x4s.
I have used that cleanser before.
I like that cleanser because if a client wears makeup, then you can at least, cleanse their skin with that first, and it's still an ARC product. I'm not big on mixing product companies. They were created to work with each other, so to each his own. But I like that one because it will remove makeup and get the skin ready for the cleansing that you need to do with the type of product. Our printer is broken, so we have to call IT.
And when it's fixed, it's probably gonna have 200 release forms.
You was pushing buttons, huh?
No. I was pushing buttons and it didn't work, so I gave it to Stephanie and said, hey, print this on yours. Where does she print it? In Kelly's. Like, this is the reason I gave it to you, for your printer.
Oh, well.
Yep.
You wanted to print them. She did say okay on our late night, by the way, guys.
Okay, good.
Can y'all tell where my trash can is at the shop? Okay. Okay, for your analysis, this is gonna be where the game changes, guys. Can somebody plug that in for me? You're gonna be able to see and tell what's going on with the skin before you get to the analysis. I mean, by the time you have them down and that first cleanse done, you should be thinking advanced. What can I do with advanced treatments to help her with her skin?
Whatever your preference is.
So on, we got our new, steamers and mirrors ordered today. I'm so excited.
So we'll actually get to use on this semester.
There you go.
There you go.
This prints,
Huh?
we'll be able to use on this semester.
Yes, they should be in line pretty quick. Okay, so I know that she, has problem with breakouts. Look at this skin right here. Remember I told you to start looking under the skin, look under those breakouts and look at the skin. This skin is so, it's good, it's healthy, it's normal, no breakouts. She's got a little bit of, what is this called?
Did you call it staining?
Staining or what else?
Post-inflammatory.
Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, right? And it's red because she has this skin tone. She's got a little bit more intense on this side, but not bad. She's got really good skin, right? We've just got to get her to the point, and this tells me probably some of it's hormonal. But we've got to get her to the point that we can get all of it looking like this. And she's young enough, skin repairs itself fast enough, that if we get the right treatment going, that she can, it will make a big difference in her skin. She said that since she's been in school, she's already had a big difference in her skin. If I take my foot off that bonk on the head. Okay, so I can see that she's got a little bit of staining. I know that in those areas, I really wanna start using the microderm, and then as places start healing, we can increase it. Microderming and, chemical peels are gonna be your best, tools. If you learn how to use them together, separate, independently, but on a schedule, you just have to know the times and stuff. But they can be so effective on their skin, and they just wanna keep seeing results, right? So the next thing I wanna do is look at her skin under the Woods lamp. This is the Woods lamp. Would you grab the lights, please? Lamp. Better. Okay. Again, I don't see any kind of pigmentation on her skin except the post-inflammatory. You guys, she's got a little bit under her eyes. Come and look at, just put her down just a little bit. No. Down. Yeah. Oh, go down.
That's it.
Okay.
It's
That's all right.
unplugged.
Oh,
Oh.
can you plug it in?
I don't think it's plugged in.
Is the light on?
It's under the table, Michaela.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Hold please. Alright,
Is that good?
yes, good. Okay, so to see the difference, what pigmentation looks like in the Woods lamp, can you see this under her eye?
Mm-hmm.
That's not red, right? It's kind of yellow, brown. That is the sun damage. Again, sun damage is just little flecks of color. Look on the scarring, different color, right? Different color of, so you know, and look how it's more intense. Okay, it's darker. Anything that's darker means it's closer to the surface of the skin, which that's good. I get excited about that because I know I can help. If it's the same, look underneath it and there's some in there and it's lighter, that means it's deeper. That means it's in the dermis. So you have epidermal, which is up here, which we can help her with, or dermal, which is underneath. Now the thing is, the way the skin repairs itself, will that come up to the top where we can help her with it or not? It's just something that you have to see, because we don't know how her skin exactly functions at this point. See, and this is different color over here too still.
The cheeks look really good.
Okay.
Vicky, we should have taken a picture of you when you first started.
Yeah, we really should have.
I said that the other day that everybody should take a picture of you.
Right.
Right.
You should do that, Miss Jess.
Exactly. Have freshmen
Have them take a picture and then updated picture at the end of the year. Yeah.
Okay, so, and you know, the thing about the advanced treatments, guys, you don't have to do all the little things. I mean, when you're working on each other, it's kind of nice to do the mask and the massage and things like that. Mask, definitely. We've got to feed that skin. We've got to get something into that skin. But with the massage and stuff, you can customize it. Do just something to give them a little bit of a treat. But remember, usually advanced treatments are a little bit quicker. They're shorter. You want to take care of business and then get on to the next one. On your analysis sheet, though, every time you have a client, even if it's a little bit quicker, even if it's a shorter period of time, still do your analysis. So I've got the one in her file that we did, or she had done. We looked at it. This one is the one today that we're going to compare it to, how it's changed. She had a chemical peel. So now I want to see what it's done, if it's changed. So you compare. That's why you have to do one every time you see that client. You have to do an analysis. And again, analysis can be a game changer because you could be looking at the skin and thinking, maybe I better not do microderm today, or maybe I better do this, or maybe I could just use one of the serums, or maybe I can just really give her good exfoliation and send a retinol serum home with her. That may be a game changer, but it may save her skin because you just have to be able to read the skin and know what you did with that last analysis. The wood slant, be sure and look at the skin because it's going to help you to confirm what you're thinking, and it will also help them to have a little bit more confidence in you because they're going to see if you can use tools and get results that you still. On the Fitzpatrick type, have we done the Fitzpatrick? Did we do our Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Did we do the graph where you go in and you figure out?
No. We did some last semester.
We had to
but
write it,
it
you had us
wasn't
write
like-
it down on our own paper, and then we had to go through and do it, like, you went over us with it, but we each wrote our difference.
Oh, you
down.
did? I'll have to get one and we'll renew it and do it again. So Fitzpatrick, what do you think on her? Right. What's your ethnicity?
I'm white. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
Polish.
That's when we was
Polish
going over it.
and anything?
Some Irish, some German.
Oh, okay.
I can tan, but I burn first.
Okay. So that kind of tells me, with the microderm, she can tolerate it. The one thing, if you'll remember this, guys, the one thing is chemical peels show up so much more action on Fitzpatrick's 1 through 3. The more intense that the Fitzpatrick is, they still have an effect, but it just really on fairer skin or the lighter Fitzpatricks, man, you can see a difference that day. So, and that's what's so exciting about it. But you have to think then, we just did the chemical, so now let's do something. We want to keep going. The Fitzpatrick is kind of, and the chemical we did is kind of showing how much her skin can take. I am never going to abuse somebody's skin for money. That's just not part of what I do. But I do like to push it sometimes. And if I didn't feel like hers, she may be a little bit red today. Not too bad because I'm not getting in this area that's hurting. These are sore sometimes. I'm not getting in that area. I'm going to work as close as I can. I'm going to work in this really nice area and as close as I can in there. But and she may be a little bit pink today, but after I feel like I take off the mask, it's going to look really awesome again. But so the Fitzpatrick, at first I didn't understand it, and it took me a long time to make it a part of it, but it's so helpful, guys, if you can start understanding it and knowing why we use it, because it does help you to know why her skin can tolerate what it does or what it can't. And then when you start learning your machines and your different modes in your machines and everything, then you'll know exactly what she can take and what she can't take. That way you don't overdo it. You don't want to hurt your clients. Okay, so just like on the chemical peel, would you give me the clarifying toner, please? So after you cleanse and do your analysis, usually I put the toner on and let it dry while I'm doing my analysis. Excuse me. But a toner in the advanced treatments, it's not like toners for regular treatments. These are, and you'll notice some of them are called toners, some are conditioners, whatever. But the purpose of these in this product, in this company, is to use after the cleansing, before you do the chemical or before you do the machine. And all they do is they help return that pH back, because remember you've moved that pH, and when you move the pH, it kind of rocks those barriers. When you're fixing to put a chemical on skin, the barrier's been kind of moved. So toners help kind of ease that pH a little bit, and then they back up the cleanser and make sure that skin's really clean, that there's nothing interfering with that, so that your product or your technique can get its best results. Just take a little bit. And when we start doing the chemicals, you'll have certain toners that you use with certain cleansers and certain cleansers that you use with certain chemicals.
You said that was cranberry? Cranberry and
Okay, it smells it.
I love the way that one smells.
I had a lady bring it back one time. She could not stand the way it smelled.
I put the toner on one night and my husband was like, "What's that awful smell?" And I was like, "It's just the toner, dude." So I went to go wash my face with the fruit enzyme. I was like, "Fine."
Why, baby?
Get the pump down on smell.
Right. Okay. We're gonna do a couple extractions right quick. Did you want to do these or you want me to do them?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They look so juicy. I would have done it. I don't know why you said no. I'm all about it.
Yeah, this is the part that you should be recording.
I just,
know.
yeah, I just like to get them out of there. I'm not, sometimes I get kind of queasy, but you know what? I like
I
to
love
get
'em.
them, I like to get it out of there.
And that's
Oh
why
my
I
God.
maybe my own.
I've extracted some skin that was like, whoa.
And they've been waiting too. So.
Okay, guys, when you, no fingernails. When you take it, you separate it, go underneath, push it from the underneath, and back and forth, back and forth.
You good, Major?
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's barely not moving. We're gonna try it again. Make a little mound out of it from underneath. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
You
when
good?
they slip,
Yeah.
slip.
It's just a extraction.
No, her hand slipped.
Yeah, my Kleenex. I mean,
Stand up, Miss Prince.
yeah. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you work at it and push it from the top.
Did it scab over already? Is what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got some, see?
But it was building up underneath it.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, see, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
I actually don't see.
We got it. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit sore around there. Separate it and build it up underneath, push. If you push from the top, you're just gonna push it down and it's gonna break into the walls and it's gonna spread. So you've got to get it out. You know that, and I wanted to do these. There it is. Well, these are just sitting there waiting. Legally, we're not supposed to be doing them with the ones that have pus, right?
All mine do. All of them do.
I know. Well, if I don't do it, I know you do it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and I know they hurt by the lips. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By the nose.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be making me want to. It makes me sneeze.
Right here is where it goes in. And every time I get my lips
I'll
done,
cry.
I swear I'll get like a couple like pimples. It hurts.
And Jackie, you have nice lashes.
Thank you.
Let me lash them.
Anytime.
Oh, she does. It doesn't drop that mirror on you. Ooh, there's a big one
amazing.
Huh?
I said they're getting on
Ooh.
action.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
You got it on video?
I believe so. I hope so.
It looks like it's right on there.
You're funny. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I saw that pop.
This is good. Sometimes you can just feel it still in there. Let's look at this one over here.
Just hold it. Oh, wow.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You okay, Sarah?
I'm sure.
Mm.
Watch me fall on the Jackie over here.
What?
I almost fell on top of it. Did I miss it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can mess with them. Okay.
What, the one by her eyebrow?
Which one?
Above my.
This one? Oh,
Oh,
that
to
right
eat.
there? Right there? Didn't see that one. Oop.
I tried to move it closer. Sorry.
I don't know if I could reach that far. When you're putting these on, I gotta slow down and put it on correctly. You want this to be smooth, because if you have wrinkles in there and you start pushing on that soft skin, you can tear the skin. So spread, mound, side to side. Okay? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those are so on top. That chemical peel really helped because it was bringing them out.
There's a little bit on the side of her.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah. Move that headband back. Okay, we can turn the light on. So let's go back over it. It's gonna be a monster right there.
See, all my piercings except for my first ones I've done by myself.
That one hurt.
It's okay. That was like the only one that really hurt, I guess.
Okay. So, why would we use, why do you want to use Microderm? What is Microderm?
Exfoliates with, what does it use? Diamond grit, or it sands your skin.
Yeah. There's two types, the crystal or the diamond tip.
Sands your skin. Skin sander?
I knew what she did. Is that eerie?
Just like sandpaper.
Well, dang, I guess I'm gonna go change that slideshow.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Why'd you put Sandy?
Okay, so there's two types of microdermabrasion, and it's microdermabrasion. It's not dermabrasion. That's a different technique. That's medical. It's microdermabrasion, and we can use that because we are exfoliating only the top layer of the skin. Dermabrasion again is medical. It's kind of the same technique, but it goes deeper. On the this one is just a second, diamond tip. And then there's also one that actually uses crystals. And it blasts crystals onto the skin at the same time that it's vacuuming them off. So it has two tubes. It's a big machine. It's got a dispenser on the back. You put new crystals and it blasts them onto the skin, actually blasts the skin off, and then sucks the cells back into another container. I don't know why that's always been so gross to me. Just those dead skin cells sitting in that container, just ugh. But anyway,
I'd rather see it on the end of something like that, like when you go.
right. And this one, I love this one. We've just had these like 3 or 4 years maybe. They're really good little machines. But anything that comes off is taken back in here into this tube. It can't get out. And then these tubes, depending on usage, are good for 6 to 9 months. And you just snap it off and put another one on. But it's not like they're dead skin cells right there floating around.
I couldn't see that thing. Is there like a blockage deal that kind of, like a painting that kind of blocks?
I used to use one of the small things, but I finally decided that, you know what, and it was just a skin cell thing. I wanted to take them off and put them in the trash, but they're going into this tube. So I use nothing but the head. Just put the head on, put the head. These heads have to be sterilized. So they are sanitized, soap and water, and then they're disinfected, and then you have to dry them. Make sure you dry them completely, put them in an envelope, and put them in the sterilizer. And this is really the only thing that we have that really, by TDLR standard, requires sterilization. So if you have one of these in the salon or in the skincare center, you'll have to have a sterilizer of some type. But the crystals are really nice, but they're made out of coriandum. They're a really, really hard substance. The Dermabuff has the same crystals in it, and that's why I love it so much. It's really an awesome product. But so you can use. I even use the Dermabuff. I mean, you can just do combinations. That's the fun thing about advanced treatments. As long as you're getting results, you can do so many different things. The client doesn't get bored. They don't know exactly the game plan, and it's kind of like, you know, you're still getting results, you're still getting results. They're using the products that you're using with their home care. So, I mean, it's all good in advanced treatments. The tips on these are, and I think most companies are the same, but the numbers on them, they have numbers, and they have, some of them have letters, but they have numbers. They refer to the grit of the tip, like, you know how fingernail files? They have different grits on them according to how much is located in a certain amount of area. So like a 180 would be
Really rough.
yes, because it's not as compact as a 220. 220 is really fine and stuff like that. So the smaller the number, the larger the grit, in other words. And depending on how much you want to exfoliate, that's how you choose your numbers. So to start off, I have a favorite. I just go with the 175 or 180 and see what that does. And again, like we were talking this morning with Katie, you do not have to use pressure, guys. Let the machine do the work. Pressure only causes dilated capillaries.
Don't ever ask your clients if they want more
Yes,
pressure.
yeah. And you know what? A lot of times we've had clients complain, and I'll say, you know what? The machine's doing its work. I just they don't know what they're asking, right?
Like he says, you just feel like you
Right.
think roughness is best.
Yeah,
so-
hurt me. I need to be hurt for it to work. That's not how it is, guys. For real. I
Like,
promise.
it was like sand being blown
Mm.
and this suction.
What?
Oh, the light.
Are we trying?
Sorry, do you want me to?
I don't know.
Oh, let me turn that.
I don't know if she needs it or not.
No, I got this.
Thank you.
Okay, so this one has 2 different modes. Oh no, those modes are not there. Right here on this dial, I always do that. On this dial right here, this tells how much the suction is. There's no need, everybody thinks it has to have that suction like a vacuum cleaner. It doesn't have to have that either. So I always turn it on, and I look and see like this. If it goes to this black tin on this side, that's plenty to start with. Again, more isn't better, okay? So I always check it, It's a little bit much. Turn it down. Right there. That's plenty.
Like, don't you want to be able to glide to where it don't stop you? Like, if it's stopping, you know what I mean?
Right, and sometimes, it just depends. When I start, usually when I'm doing microderm or when I'm doing ultrasound, I do the same pattern. I learned it in the same pattern, do it in the same pattern. That way you just do it, you automatically do it. Now if I'm doing targeting special areas, or if I'm just doing some cleanup work or something, it may not be the same. But usually when I'm doing the full face, start in the center, you have to hold the skin taut and move. Now when you get to the end over here, you need to break contact. The hair on this hairline will break contact for you. But when you get down here where there's not hair on it, you actually need to break the contact with your finger. You move the skin because you don't want to just pull it. You don't want to pull the skin, okay? So you'll put it on, hold it with it, okay?
Mhm.